Now, this creature hails from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which, according to listener Brandy, is a town known for its high crime rate, a devastating dam failure that killed over 2,000 people in 1889, and the squonk.
They all fit together.
Yep. Now, the squonk is by no means a new invention. Accounts first appeared back in 1910, and while its place of origin sometimes differs, its physical appearance is what the squonk is known for, as it is by far the least attractive of the cryptids.
Hey, isn't that unattractive of all the cryptids?
I think of all the that's what its reputation.
No, it is definitely.
Its reputation is that its whole thing is that it's so ugly that it's sad.
I think it just kind of looks like Al Roker with his clothes off.
It's probably John Fetterman.
Hey. We have to defend our most Shrek-like politician.
Just crying into his hoodie all the time.
He is clinically depressed.
As it was originally described in the book Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwood, the squonk is, quote, a most retiring, bashful, crepuscular animal, meaning that it is most active during the hours of twilight. Crepuscular sounds like an insult, but it is not. Physically, the squonk's skin hangs about its body in such a way as to imply that it may have originally belonged to another creature, and this is in addition to its many warts and moles.
No, I just lost a lot of weight, and I can't buy new clothes. I'm scared to buy new clothes, and the reconstructive surgery killed Kanye's mother. I can't do it. Zipping me up.
Because it's so ugly and so small to boot, resembling a pot-bellied pig in size and shape, the squonk is said to always be unhappy, to say the least, and as a consequence leaves a tear-stained trail wherever it goes as it trudges through existence.
Paris Hilton will never buy me. No one will have me in their home. No one wants to invite me to dinner. No one's railing me. What am I gonna do?
So it's not even angry, it's just sad.
It's just sad. It's so sad that it makes you angry.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that.
You don't care about me. Because all you see, you don't care about my story.
The squonk is also said to have had the world's worst defense mechanism. When cornered, surprised, or frightened, the squonk becomes so upset that it supposedly dissolves itself into a puddle of tears.
I'm a victim. Everywhere I go, I'm blamed for everything.
I'd hang myself, but my rope is itchy.
I'm so sick of being sad.
Now, the squonk was admittedly the invention of author William Thomas Cox, who in 1910 wanted to bring attention to the destruction of the native hemlock plant due to an invasive insect species, and he used the squonk as a sort of a hook to bring attention to his cause.
Not a single person has ever once thought about that issue ever since. He ruined the entire fucking thing. He is a moron, and he was wrong. But thank you for the squonk.
Yeah. He claimed that the squonk was once plentiful around the high plains when vegetation was more abundant. But when the climate changed and the plains turned to grassland, the squonk migrated to the swamps of Pennsylvania.
Oh, now I gotta move to Allentown. Allentown sucks. Billy Joel's second worst song. Next to Piano Man. Yeah, I don't like Piano Man. Or Sweet Caroline.
That's Neil Diamond, sir.
Joe, I'm wrong about everything.
There, Cox wrote, the squonk evolved webbing only on its left foot because it never wanted to go all the way into the water.
It's cold.
I like to swim in a circle, so I go nowhere.
So everybody knows my life is pointless. I'm aimless.
Actually, that is part of the legend. The squonk, if it gets into the water, it will swim into a circle until it dies of starvation.
Thank God I'm dead. I just can't believe it took so long.
And one can find the skeletons of squonks covering the lake beds and swamp bottoms of Pennsylvania.
Full of fish shit.
Yeah. Now, the squonk is a sad creature indeed, so every year, the hamlet of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, holds a festival of sorts called Squonkapalooza, where merrymakers go to let the squonk know that he is indeed loved.
It's not enough.
Your squonk is everywhere.
Oh my God. How many people were called squonk until they fucking killed themselves?
Oh, yeah. Been like, get this fucking. Been like, do we really want to invite Jerry tonight? You know, he's a real fucking squonk.
Hey, oh, you guys want to do karaoke? Karaoke's dumb.
Well, the next Squonkapalooza is this August 24th, and it has a Cryptid cosplay contest, plus guest speakers doing talks on cryptids.
Cool.
It's more cryptid based than like Turtle Days.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have absolutely no idea what happens at Squonkapalooza, although it does seem like a weekend well spent.
It does. I actually would love to go to Squonk.
Yeah, you can enter the loosest skin contest.
Hey, man, I'd win. I think I might win.
You'd probably, out of all the people I know, your skin is very loose.
I got the side flaps.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. They're nice. They're fun. And when you shimmy, they move.
Now I'm insulted.
If you did a handstand, your breast would be a blindfold.
I'm going to walk out of here. I got to get out of here.
Now, while the Squonk is admittedly the most emo cryptid to lean into, other towns tap into the fierceness of their local cryptid, like the people of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, with the legendary Hodag.
Yeah, Hodag is like, he's a good old-fashioned mascot-style cryptid.
Yeah, with sightings making the papers going all the way back to 1890, the Hodag has the head of a frog and the face of a giant grinning elephant, with short legs, huge claws, the body of a dinosaur, and a long tail covered in protruding spears.
It's very creative.
All right, hold on. Okay, we got to go back. That's too much.
It is
So
too
it's
much.
got the head of a frog,
Uh-huh.
but the face of a happy elephant.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that
Or
means
a grinning elephant.
grinning
A grinning
we don't know
elephant
what's
is not.
happy.
You don't know if it's
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Grinning's
Could be
a sign of
insane.
aggression.
Yeah. Could be like the Joker.
Yeah,
Now, does it have a trunk?
No.
No.
But it just has the face of a grinning elephant.
But if you don't have the trunk, how do you have the face of a grinning elephant?
The Hodag and the Squonk are by far the most made up of all of these.
Yeah.
That's how I put this. The Hodag is a marketing ploy. I think it's just they saw an ugly man. And then whose name was Hodag?
This frog-headed, elephant-faced.
Yeah. Grinning like a maniac. I probably only said the word Hodag.
So can we? I really want to picture this in my head, if you don't mind. So
Sure.
you said it's a frog head, elephant face,
Elephant face.
What's next?
Grinning elephant face. What's next?
Short
is it has
legs.
Short legs.
Okay.
Huge claws.
Okay.
Body of a dinosaur. Think like a stegosaurus.
Okay.
And a long tail covered in spears like a stegosaurus.
So Stegosaurus body, frog head, elephant face.
Grinning.
and small legs.
Yep.
Well, Stegosaurus has small legs, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it happy? Is it sad? What's the deal?
I don't know.
Oh, it's mean.
Oh, okay.
Now, while this sounds ridiculous, a local timberman named Eugene Shepard convinced a bunch of other lumberjacks back in 1893 that he'd seen the great beast, and they left town equipped with dynamite to take it down.
God, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to do that so bad. I want to go kill a big monster so bad.
Yeah, with dynamite.
Yeah.
Nothing but dynamite. Soon after, they returned to town with the charred remains of something that was once large and alive. Although don't really know what exactly it was.
We blew something up.
Yep.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Might have been a
Or
horse.
a cow.
Probably a big cow.
Yeah.
Or a bear.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the photographs, of course, went viral. From then on, Eugene Shepard was known as the Hodag Guy, which was a role he heavily leaned into.
Sure.
Reputedly a prankster who spent extravagantly but made a Hodag guy's salary, Shepard was known to shove a lathered up bar of soap in his mouth anytime his creditors caught up to him, and he'd snarl and howl like he had rabies until the creditors just gave up and went away.
That's actually a great idea.
It really is a fun idea.
I always pretend to be my assistant.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mr. Larson is unable to come to the phone.
Well, as far as his Hodag game went, he'd invite people over to his barn to see a living specimen, presumably for a small fee. And once the crowd arrived at the barn where Shepard said he kept his Hodag, he'd say that he had to go in first to check to make sure it was safe. And he would always wear a nice suit for the Hodag showing.
This is one of my favorite bits. This is a great bit. I want to do this.
Such a good bit. After disappearing into the darkness, the crowd would hear the sounds of gnashing, tearing, snarling, roaring, and screaming.
Ow! Down, boy! Down!
Yeah. And this would go on for a few minutes.
Oh!
And then
Hey! I'm your father!
And then Shepard would emerge with his nice new suit all ripped up. And he'd do that every time. He'd buy a new suit every time.
Sorry, y'all. Hodag's pissed.
That's what he would say. He's like, I apologize, but today the Hodag is in no mood for visitors.
That's a great show.
Such a great show.
It's almost worth it.
I think it's worth it.
Now, Rhinelander, Wisconsin, the Hodag's hometown, is the definition of small town commerce built on a cryptid. It's the official symbol of the town, the mascot of the high school, and the mascot of many local businesses. They also have a festival.
It's huge.
They have by far the most successful cryptid theme festival out there, the Hodag Country Music Festival.
Okay.
An estimated 30 to 50,000 people attend every year.
It's big.
Wow.
It's
yeah,
big.
it's like 9 days long. They have an annual regional battle of the bands.
Amazing.
They've had Garth Brooks.
Who looks like a Hodag.
He does. Talk about yes, he does.
Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, well, he's
More like Girth Brooks.
Hey, we're pro Garth Brooks here on this
I
show.
like him.
Yeah,
The fatter he gets, the more I like him.
yeah. Reba McEntire played. Tim McGraw played.
So all the Hodag looking.
well, Reba McEntire is beautiful.
all the ones who were better actors than musicians.
Okay,
Yeah.
You don't think Reba's good?
I like Reba. Okay, I'm talking personal preference here.
She's a great actor.
That's what I mean. I prefer her as an actor.
Interesting.
And I also prefer Tim McGraw as an actor, as a musician. He was incredible in 1883.
He really was.
Him and Faith Hill were absolutely insanely good
I
in that
was
show.
so surprised
Yeah.
how good they were.
He was so good.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You gotta
So,
check it out.
If you know
Right
Tim McGraw, tell him great job.
Hell yeah. Reba, I love you as a singer.
Yeah.
Me
when it-
too.
You have to give him.
Something to talk about. That's Bonnie Raitt,
Okay.
who I'm also in love with.
Bonnie Raitt's unbelievable.
She is.
But she's more of a blues person.
I would
Yeah.
marry either one of these women, but I'm a little gigged up. Sorry, ladies.
Redheads.
Yeah.
Yep.
All redheads.
It works.
Interesting.